And we are live from Chesterfield here in beautiful Athens, Ohio, on a cool, calm, and crisp Sunday afternoon, ready for some Sunday maction, as we like to call it here, as we have the visiting Ball State Cardinals taking on the hosting Ohio Bobcats. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the broadcast booth. My name is Gavin Kerrigan. Alongside me today is my partner, Will Lehman. Well, looking at this Ball State Cardinals team, they have not done too bad. Overall record's pretty good, and their conference play is also pretty good as well. What can they do to continue this great conference play?
Yeah, so we got two great teams here, Ohio State Bobcats and the Ball State Cardinals. So we're gonna look at the Ball State Cardinals here. They're 5-4-5 on the season, doing all right, not as well as they expected, but currently sitting at 4-1-2 in the conference play. So that's a lot better, and so we're gonna be looking at the at Ball State. They're 2-9-2 on the road against the Bobcats all time. So they've had some tough times over the last few years, and I think they're looking to get started fast with Avery Fenchel and Delaney Caldwell. Avery Fenchel on the year, 11 goals, and Delaney Caldwell with 5.
Absolutely. Now, looking at this Bobcats team, as a team that was projected to possibly win the MAC this year, they have not done too hot in MAC conference play. Their overall record is pretty good. However, within the MAC, it's not, I think, what they would have liked. What can they do to get back into that MAC title conference talk?
Yeah, so the Bobcats are 7-5-2, and within the MAC they're 3-3-1. They're a bit better than the Cardinals, but still starting slow. Seventh out of 12 teams in the MAC. They're gonna want to uh, have this home game tonight and just stay strong today and stay strong. They're 3-1-1 at home, and like I said earlier, 2-9-2. Ball State is away against OU.
Yeah, we have a lot of great storylines today, Will, and we can continue to follow those storylines as this game moves on. Now, as you can see, all teams are getting introduced the starting 11. We do have the starting 11 for Ohio. We do not for Ball State, so we apologize for that. We were not given their starting 11 prior to the start of the match. So we can go ahead and go over the Ohio starting 11. Starting in goal is senior Sam Wexel. We have Maya Kaufman, Aubrey Ray, Sydney Dawson, Haley Miller, Ryan Pruss, Ella Bianco, Abby Townsend, Shea Robertson, Regenberg, and Carson Prigge to round out the OU lineup.
Yeah, it's a good starting lineup for the Bobcats. Looking to start early and uh, maybe not go too aggressive. Starting the season, they have 13 yellow cards compared to the Cardinals with 5.
Yeah, and if you want to highlight some players, let's start with the visiting Ball State. Avery Penchel, she's got to be mentioned, the junior from Novi, Michigan. She has so far 11 goals on the season. That is the most I've seen from any player. As we get now, we will get set for the national anthem. And welcome back inside Chesterfield, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, Gavin Kerrigan, and my partner Will Lehman on the call for today. This should be a great game. Let's go back to what we were doing before the commercial break right there. We were talking about some players, starting with Ball State. Avery Fenchel, again, we talked about her, the junior from Novi, Michigan. She has 11 goals on the season. That is very, very impressive. Me personally, that is the most goals I've seen from any player while covering, especially within the MAC. That is a great, impressive stat. She scored 1 goal on Thursday night in a 1-all draw for Ball State against the Akron Zips. Looking at also freshman Delaney Caldwell from Chelsea, Michigan. 5 goals and 1 assist on the season. That's pretty good. Now, Will, looking at OU, who are some players you think to highlight that will be very impressive and key for them today?
So when we're looking at their starting lineup, you're going to be looking at some key names: Haley Miller and Reagan Berg. Both some great players, and Reagan Berg has 6 goals on the season in 13 matches, and so she's starting off the year really well, and it's looking good. And Haley Miller has 1 goal, 3 assists in 2022.
Yeah, and looking at both of these teams, OU, they are coming off of a good 4-1 win at Central Michigan. Again, that's a MAC conference game, so it's very important for them to keep on winning all these games, as both teams only have 4 matches left in the season, all of them being within the MAC conference. OU currently sits 7th out of 12 teams within the MAC, and that's obviously not where they want to be. They have the chance to get, again, 4 wins here within the MAC to really catapult them up. And looking at Ball State, they're coming off of a 1-all draw on Thursday night against the Akron Zips, who are at the bottom of the conference, I believe, or one of the bottom teams in the conference. I believe they are bottom 2, bottom 3.
Yeah, maybe not a great game last week for Ball State, but looking to bounce back this week against OU. See how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. And here we go. Looks like OU looking with an interesting tactic right here. Looking almost like a rugby set, as they have 4 players on the halfway line here. Looks like Ball State going with a 4-3-3, my personal favorite formation, as they take the ball nicely and pass the ball out down the left wing side to number 6. That'll be Delaney Caldwell, the freshman from Chelsea, Michigan. And she dribbles past the defender, puts the ball into the box well, but the cross is not a very good one as it sails into the side netting there.
And there we have Delaney Caldwell coming down the field, 5 goals on the season. So you're going to see a lot of her today.
Yeah, she beat Maya Kaufman down that left wing side there, the freshman from Westerville, Ohio, who played club at Ohio Premier SC. She has 1 goal and 14 appearances on the season as that ball is launched up down the left wing side and out for a Ball State throw-in. Yeah. The ball just being set up there. Ball State trying to win possession, but the ball is taken in nicely by number 5, R.B. Ray, the junior from Akron, Ohio. Unfortunately, gives it back to Ball State. Pass the ball down the right wing side, taken over by the Bobcats in defense and passed back to Sam Wexel, the goalie from Irwin, PA, the red shirt senior. A nice ball up that left wing side, and 2 players come together for Ball State, but Ball State does take the ball back, as they're trying to really establish a nice midfield presence. Obviously, that is a very important part here in soccer. Whoever's midfield is stronger at the end of the day will really be able to control and possibly win the match overall.
Yeah, it seems like Ball State is going to stay aggressive here and keep the ball on the left side of the field.
Yeah, that pass from Carson Briggy, trying to find out Abby Townsend. She was not able to dig her out as Outball went out for a throw-in. As Outball sails over the touchline. A nice little clearance there from the Bobcats. As you just said, Ball State looking to start aggressively, and they absolutely have so far. As Outball is played into the box, but nice play from the OU defense. But yeah, again, another turnover in the third of the pitch, the top third. That's not where you want to lose the ball, near your own box. That's passed back to Abby Townsend, the graduate from Powell, Ohio. And the defense of OU just decides to clear the ball up. Smart play from them to really just get the ball out and try and reset. As Ball State again wins the ball, they've become a very physical team in these first couple minutes, as that's a turnover and a nice pass out to that left wing side. And a ball into the middle, but unfortunately could not find a Bobcat. But OU still does have possession, looking for that run down the left wing side. A beautiful ball played through, but unfortunately just a little bit too much power on that, and it goes out for a Cardinal throw-in.
Good ball there, just a little too much on it. Here's Ball State thrown in.
Yeah, Ball State, again, as we've been talking about, Will, seeming to start very aggressive. And they have done that, but a turnover almost right there, as the Bobcats do indeed take the ball back. Pass back to number 5. They'll be Audrey Ray with a shot, but unfortunately, a little tame effort as that's brought in by the goalkeeper. I believe that's number 00, Abby Jenkins in net, I believe. It's kind of hard to see from here, but I believe that's 2 number 0s as the number. Again, the numbers from here, if they're by us on this left wing side of the pitch, is easy to see, but on that far side, it's very much more difficult, as here comes Ball State. Delaney Caldwell with the ball into the box, but unfortunately for her, it's taken over. But the Cardinals still have possession here in the top third of the pitch, as a little cross into the box is going to sail over the crossbar for a goal kick.
Looks like Ball State was trying to cross it over and hit somebody in the middle. Didn't work out, but it's going to be a kickoff for OU.
Yeah, it looked like, Will, that as you just said, it was a little bit trying to get the cross into the box there, but unfortunately not the best of crosses in the end, and it went out for a goal kick. Now here comes OU down the left wing side. A nice little pass. Unfortunately, we'll take a deflection from a Ball State defender onto an OU offender, or offensive player.
Looks like OU's going to get this ball, and they're going to throw it in on their side of the field.
Yeah, it looks like that it came off of an OU offensive player, but we could be wrong, as that's not what the referee saw. Oh, and a physical play down on that left wing side, but the foul is called probably a little bit too much to the referee's liking right there.
Yeah, it was a big hit, but I can't quite see the number.
Yeah, the numbers, again, we do apologize, but the numbers on that far left wing side are very hard to see from here, as the numbers are not the largest in the world, but we will get those numbers to you once we find out for sure who that they are, except for if they're closer to us.
Yeah, like we said earlier today, OU has 13 penalties, so they're a bit aggressive, shown just there a second ago.
Yeah, they're a very aggressive team, Will, and sometimes that can be good, sometimes that can be bad. You definitely don't want to do it too much, as that's passed up to Caldwell. Caldwell gets the beating of her defender. That's a beautiful tackle from inside the box by number 4, Maya Kaufman. What a tackle to possibly save a goal-scoring opportunity.
Yeah, it looked like Caldwell was about to go and take a shot there. Great defense by number 4, Kaufman.
Yeah, Maya Kaufman with a beautiful defensive tackle right there in the box, and that's a very dangerous place, but if you time it right like she did, you can get it right. And the corner from Ball State swung into the box and punched away from the goalkeeper, Sam Wexel, but it is cleared back out to Ball State, and the shot back into the box is cleared out by the OU defense. And a game of ping pong going on right here, and that ball is taken up by Sam Wexel safely, as OU looks to start from the back and try something going forward here as the sun begins to just peek out of the clouds on a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Athens.
Yeah, can't get much better than this.
No, absolutely. It's a beautiful, probably about 60 degrees outside right now. Cool, calm, crisp, beautiful fall autumn afternoon here in Athens. You can see the trees all starting to turn that beautiful shade of red and orange. It's a great campus. It's a great sight to see at this time. And that ball is played beautifully down the right wing side by Abby Townsend. Unfortunately, just a little bit too much power on the pass for her to catch up to that ball. It goes out for a Cardinal throw-in once again.
Yeah, Abby Townsend just could not get to that. Just missing it. Nearly could have been a big play for OU.
Yeah, the graduate student from Powell, Ohio, she really leads this team. She's a big leader on this team. Obviously, she has had much experience playing here at OU. Right now, she has 4 goals and 9 assists on the season. That's a very high record, so obviously she's known for setting up her teammates very well. as OU wins the ball back in that midfield. But Ball State not afraid to take the ball back, and they do. Avery Fenchel trying to catch the keeper off her line. Ooh, and a very ambitious effort from Avery Fenchel, but it goes just over the crossbar.
Fenchel, very aggressive shot there. Saw the keeper come out a bit, taking a shot, see if she could get it in.
Yeah, you're seeing these outfield players and mainly these forwards and midfielders now take these long shots trying to catch the keeper off their line, and it almost worked that time. OU right now content with just passing the ball around their back three in their midfield, or back four in their midfield, excuse me. But again, another turnover, but that's taken over by number 5, Audrey Ray. Sorry, Aubrey Ray. But once again, another turnover from OU, plagued by turnovers in this first half, and that's a nice run by the Ball State winger as she tries to cross the ball into the box, but is taken out off a deflection of an OU defender and out for another Ball State corner.
Yeah, it looked like looks like it's going to be a corner kick for Ball State.
Yeah, I believe that was Abby Elgert on the run down that right wing side. I believe it's number 23 again. I could be wrong because the numbers again are hard to see from our vantage point. It looks like it's going to be an in-swinger here, and the corner kick is taken up, and a nice header, and that ball's in the back of the net. A beautiful in-swinger cross from Ball State as they are getting on the board first here at OU. Sam Wexel, nothing she can really do about that. She got a fingertip save to it, but unfortunately, she could not keep the ball out of the net completely. That's going to be 1-0 in favor of the Ball State Cardinals.
Was that Abby Elgert?
It might have been. We will listen for the official PA announcement here to see who did indeed score that goal.
Good header by Ball State to get ahead, start off early.
Yeah, it was a beautiful goal, really taken well. Again, that's a set pieces in soccer are one of the biggest threats, and especially corner kicks. You essentially have a free cross into the box, and that cross was beautiful, weighted up perfectly, and Ball State got their heads to it first, getting up high for that ball, and it's now 1-0 in favor of the Ball State Cardinals.
Yeah, an early goal for Ball State to stay ahead, 10 minutes in.
Yeah, and Ball State looks to be not content with getting just one as they want more, and they keep on putting the pressure on OU, not being able to adapt to this hard pressure just yet. And that ball sent in wide. It looks like it will go out. Nope. Saved in from Maya Kaufman, the freshman from Westerville, Ohio. And the midfielder, again, from OU, just trying to get something going here, trying to establish dominance within that midfield. And a nice switch out there to Abby Townsend, but unfortunately, that ball might have caught the wind as it just died.
Yeah, the wind is pretty rough. Is rough today.
Yeah,
heavy winds.
It definitely is, Will. Especially up here in the booth, our papers are flying around everywhere.
Yeah, the ball's going to be turning all over the place.
Absolutely, and Ball State again winning that ball back in the midfield. Either they're just getting the ball very nicely, or OU's just being sloppy in possession. And here comes Caldwell. Caldwell with a shot, but it's blocked nicely from the OU defense. She has another shot. A shot and a save, but the rebound is put over the crossbar.
Wow, what a shot by Caldwell.
Oh, that's a genuine opportunity gone begging for the Cardinals.
Caldwell had the first shot got deflected and then just kept at it and took another shot.
Yeah, that was a beautiful second hit, as that was on the volley from Delaney Caldwell. Oh my goodness, that was a wide open net, and she just plainly fluffed her lines. Unfortunate for Ball State, but very fortunate for Ohio.
Yeah, good play by Wexel on the block there for the goalie on OU.
Yeah, she did very nicely getting down to her right side, getting down and fast. She was able to stop the ball from going in. That's taken over again by the Ball State midfield and up top as it's a pass, but unfortunately a little bit too much on it. And Ball State taking possession within that midfield once again. Looking to pass around that right wing side, and they do. Passing the ball around the back four here. Looking to try and get something going again down that right wing side. Wingers, it seems that they are playing with, are a very important part of today's game, especially when they are playing what appears to be a 4-3-3 with looks like almost wing backs as they try to push up the pitch pretty far.
Yeah, it looks like Ball State is going to use these wing backs a lot to try to get a crossover on a play, maybe a header, just like they did before.
Yeah, absolutely will. And they're pretty content right now with, again, just pressuring OU and letting their back three just sit there. As they have not had much to do within this opening 10, 15 minutes. And here comes Ball State once again. Good defense from OU, but even better from Ball State. She sits her down to the ground. Looks like Caldwell trying to look up a shot, but unfortunately she cannot take the ball cleanly. Ball State looking to try and line up an opportunity. Almost a foul, almost intention right there from Ohio defense. And that's going to be taking that down the right wing side. A good battle over there. Nice little skill moves, and that ball hits the scoreboard.
Looked like maybe it got blocked there by Ohio University.
Yeah, I believe it did. Well, I think it took a deflection off of an OU defender, and that's going to be another corner. Now, again, last time, this same exact scenario. Ball State put the ball into the box, weighted it beautifully, and they got the header there first. Let's see if they can do it again, and we'll see what OU can do to adapt defensively.
Yeah, I think a couple times Wexel came up and hit the ball out of there. Hopefully that she can do that again.
And the ball's put into the box again, and it's just wide. Again, Ball State is winning that header, but this time, thankfully for the Bobcats, it goes just wide.
Yeah, they're really looking for that header on that corner kick.
Yeah, and they've won it both times off the same corner, the same scenario. That in-swinger from the right-hand corner flag, they've got it in there both times. The first time they punched the Bobcats, this time the Bobcats lucky not to be punished. As Ball State again wins the ball back in the midfield, but a nice play from the left back. As OU tries to get something going, but it's just this midfield for Ball State looking actually almost like they're playing now a 3-4-3 formation.
Yeah,
at some points.
Not much defense for Ball State needed. Very offensive for them so far.
Yeah, and here comes Fenchel. Again, Fenchel with a shot. And it looks like two have gone just wide. Did the keeper get a touch? No, Wexel did not. As she was smart to let that ball go right by her and out for a goal kick for the Bobcats.
She almost touched it there. Could have been another corner kick for Ball State.
Yeah, and again, well, that's very smart that she didn't, because as you just mentioned, another corner for Ball State. They seem to be very deadly within those corner kicks and set pieces so far. And that ball is taken over nicely by number 20, Reagan Berg. But here comes Ball State again, and no fouls called on the play. Physical play, but good job from the referee, not calling and letting play go on. And that's out for a Ball State throw-in. Now it looks like the Ball State's back to that 4-3-3 that we were talking about earlier in the broadcast. It seems almost sometimes that they are playing with the back four. Sometimes they're playing with the back three. So they might be, at some points, trying to have those four midfielders, or possibly even, as we were talking about earlier as well, with those wing backs, trying to get up the pitch and get those crosses in as they've been doing so far this entire game.
Yeah, Ohio University trying to get down the field. Cannot. Ball State gets the ball back.
No, they cannot, Will. And again, it seems that four in the midfield is causing problems right now for the Bobcats. But here come OU as they have an opportunity here. Arby Ray passes out to Abby Townsend. Can she keep the ball in? Unfortunately, no, she cannot. That ball goes out for, again, a Ball State throw. And a nice little play from OU. The first really attacking spark that we've seen from them mostly of this game.
Yeah, the second time a pass has gone out to Townsend on the right side of the field.
Yeah, and if they can find her, she already has 9 assists on the season, so we know that she can give in a good cross.
Yeah, Ball State doing that on the other side of the field. Ohio looking for it too.
Absolutely, that's a wonderful ball to that left wing side, back now into the middle. As there they go. They find Townsend, one of the most dangerous players. She's driving it into the box. She's going to take a shot with the left foot. And it goes just wide. I believe that was touched by the goalkeeper. What a save to keep that ball out of the top left corner.
Yeah, just punches it or touches it just barely Townsend with a great shot, great footwork around the defender. Looks like Townsend is going to take the corner kick for OU too.
Yeah, and that's what Townsend can do. She can really drive into the box right there, and she can get this team going. As you just said, well, she's looking to take the corner, and we'll see what the Bobcats can do. Can they answer back on a corner of their own? Here we go. Townsend with the ball into the box. It's going to go to that back post.
Oh.
Someone's there. No, it is not. It stays out somehow, and the goalkeeper has it in her grasps.
Just saved by Ball State. Nearly a goal for OU.
Yeah, it looked like almost that one of the OU players was going to punch it in as it just sat there, seamlessly being way to put it on the goal line, but unfortunately, no one able to put it home. And Ball State, again, now can count themselves lucky as well, as this could very much so be a 1-1 game. And that pass too high for Fenchel, but it rolls through the defense. As here was Ball State. That was Caldwell again. She's becoming a nuisance for that OU defense. They can't seem to contain her right now.
Yeah, with Caldwell and Fenchel both on the offensive side, OU is having a tough time containing both of those great players.
Yeah, that's very good for Ball State, as if you have two players such as Fenchel and Caldwell, you're going to be able to do very good offensive things, because you cannot focus on just one of them. You have to focus on both of them, and that might leave out the right winger or whoever's playing down that right wing side, as they've done earlier in this match. As a throw into the box, too high for Fenchel, but Ball State's still there in the box as they take it. But OU cuts it out nicely, as that could have been a very dangerous opportunity. And here come the Bobcats, a beautiful ball over that left wing side.
Ellie Townsend trying to do some footwork around a defender.
Yeah, she's going on a nice little run here. And now she finally gets support from her team, from the Bobcats. That was a nice little play right there from the Bobcats, as they really are trying to jumpstart something here.
Yeah, got it out of there, and now they're on the offensive side of the field.
Oh, that ball's taken up defensively.
Great block by Ellie Townsend once again.
Yeah, Abby Townsend really is starting to become a nuisance as well on this side for OU against the Cardinals, as they're trying something here, as she has now moved over more to that central position. Almost now she's taking up that striker role compared to being on this right wing side. As now coming over to this right wing side, looks to be number 20, Reagan Berg. It looks like OU might now be trying a 4-2-3-1 possibly as their go-to formation. Again, this can change really throughout the entire match, as coaches such as Aaron Rodgers like to mix up players, mix up formations, just to try and see what's going to work best. And especially when you have to contain Fenchel and Caldwell up top for the Cardinals, you have to play possibly a more cautious role.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how the Bobcats are going to play, and how Aaron Rodgers, their coach, 9th season for the team, what he'll do.
Yeah, and the Bobcats looking to try and get something going, but unfortunately cut out as the Cardinals try and do something here. Caldwell looking to try and do something, as that goes off the OU defender and out for a Ball State throw-in. Caldwell and Jenna Dombrowski right there with some nice little 1-2 passes, trying to get something going. As that's now Maya Millis with the throw-in here on this left wing side. Again, just trying to get going here with the starting 11 for Ball State. We still don't know all the players, but we are highlighting them as we go on here. And that is going to go out. I believe she was offside. Yes, she was. The linesman getting that call spot on. That's going to be an offside against the Cardinals. Their first of the game.
Yeah, OU having a tough time playing a very defensive game so far, but besides the one goal, they've been pretty successful. Of course, Fenchel and Delaney are going to be very tough to handle.
Absolutely, they're going to be very tough to handle, as you just said, Will. But so far, not too bad. As OU is trying to contain them, they've contained them well, except for that one corner goal. A little bit of a defensive letdown, but they're coming again. And here comes Ball State. Caldwell and Fenchel doing some nice little 1-2 passes. Caldwell with a nice little fake shot. She's going to try and get that ball onto her left foot, being her defender, and the shot's blocked nicely from, I believe that was number 7, Sydney Dawson, getting back to back there to defend that, the graduate from Akron, Ohio.
What a play by Delaney Caldwell. Just using her footwork to get around all those defenders.
Yeah, you can say either that it was very good from her, or you can say it was poor defending. Either way that you look at it, her skill moves were very nice. As the ball into the box again, this looks to be a little bit too much power on that corner compared to the last couple, but Ball State still has possession down that right wing side. Looking to try and possibly get the ball back into the box. They do not, as that's deflected nicely, and here come the Bobcats.
Here comes Haley Miller. Sorry, no.
I believe that's Reagan Berg.
Berg.
Yes, Reagan Berg, I believe, was on that little run right there. As now, Haley Miller is on the ball. There we go. Pass back number 7, Sydney Dawson. She just made that great defensive play. And that's over to Maya Kaufman down here on this right wing side. Looking to try and do something. 22 minutes left, about 22, 23 minutes left in this first half of play. Oh, that looks like it will be a handball, and yes, it was. The arm was extended, and the referee was right there to make that call.
Good call by the referee. Looks like Ball State got a handball. It's going to be OU's ball.
Yeah, and OU was looking to try and take that a little quicker than the ref's liking, so he calls it back so they cannot do that.
Yeah, they're trying to be aggressive and trying to get something in.
Yeah, these games now especially will, within the MAC, that ball sails out. Looks to be a
Are you sure that both the pan and the tilt are unlocked?
goal kick.
Yeah.
That looks like in goal. It's actually number 32, Bethany Moser, the sophomore from Mason, Ohio. She's making her homecoming game, and she's coming back to the state of Ohio. She's played 13 games so far this season, posting a .742% save percentage. Pretty good, making a total of 49 saves but allowing 17 goals on the year. As now we have the starting goalkeeper highlighted. Again, we're still trying to get more Ball State players as we know who their starting 11 is as the game progresses. Ball State with a nice little 1-2 passes. Ball down the right wing side, brought back in. That's Avery Fenchel on the ball, one of the most dangerous players out on the pitch today. Back to her. Fenchel, ooh, nice little play, but a great defensive play from number 7, Sydney Dawson, to really cut out that pass. Because if not, Ball State might have been in there.
Yeah, Ball State was trying to do a little give and go with Fenchel.
Yeah, and it did almost work there as Ball State comes back. Caldwell on the ball. Also one of the most dangerous players right now on the pitch today, it seems. Her and Fenchel really playing well, but OU looking to try and get something going. Unfortunately, right there for Haley Miller, she cannot bring in that ball. The redshirt senior from Cincinnati, Ohio.
And here we go, Ball State on the offense again.
It's a beautiful ball into the box, but unfortunately no one there for Ball State. But a great defensive play from OU to get that ball out of there from the pair of center backs. As Townsend now on the ball. And she releases Abby Townsend on a beautiful through ball. Here comes Townsend looking to drive at the Ball State defense as she does. Taking them 3-on-1 almost. Here she comes back in. Looking to switch the ball. She does. She finds her left wing partner. That ball is a beautiful tackle, but it's going to be called back. Advantage was given to the Bobcats, but it will be a free kick to the Bobcats from probably about 20-30 yards out from net.
What a play by Townsend once again, just using her footwork and getting around the defender and getting an outside pass to, it looked like number 14, Bianca.
Yeah, Abby Townsend again. Really, she's demonstrating and showing how deadly she can be on that counterattack. That little 1-2 from her and the defense was beautiful. And now it looks like to be Haley Miller, I believe, taking this free kick. Putting the ball into the box for the Bobcats. Townsend lurking there on that wide side, and it is played into her. First time into the box, unfortunately, a little bit lower. Cleared out by the Ball State defense, but Abby Townsend is able to pass it out. Miller. Nice little nutmeg to get past the defender, but unfortunately not to the liking. And it's a beautiful ball into the box. Can OU get onto it? No, no one cannot. A little bit too much power and a little bit too high for the OU offense as the goalkeeper takes it into her grasp. That'll be Bethany Moser taking it in.
Almost a header for Ohio University there. Would have been a great shot on goal.
Yeah, and the goalkeeper was a little bit off of her line, so if they could have gotten a looping header in, they might have been able to tie up this game, but a little bit just too much power on that, and that's going to be a little bit too much power on that one as well, and taken into the safe hands of Sam Wexel. OU trying to get something going again, only down 1-0, conceded from that corner, and Caldwell again being a nuisance in that attacking third for them, as Townsend wins the ball back, but unfortunately it's a little bit too much on that tackle. And they header it back up to Townsend. Townsend controls it, and a little shove in the back. Yep, that's going to be called back.
Yeah, it looked like a little shove in the back by number 3, Lexi Smith, for the Cardinals.
Leslie Smith was not happy about that call from the referee.
No, neither was the audience.
Yeah, the fans didn't like that. And it appears to be a yellow card given to, I believe, the Ball State head coach.
Oh, wow. So
Yes, it is.
that will be Ball State's 6th yellow card of the year.
Yeah, their head coach, Josh Ripe, his 3rd season as head coach for Ball State. Looking to be, again, a little bit chatty up there. Or down there, excuse me, I should be saying. As I believe it was shown to him as the referee goes to talk to him and show him the yellow card. I must say that's the first time I've seen that this season.
Yeah, I definitely have not seen that happen recently.
Yeah, and I wonder if there's any punishment for the coach that receives a yellow card. I would not imagine that there would be, because it's not a red card.
Yeah, hopefully nothing will happen with this yellow card, but looks like they're talking it over.
Yeah, he's still talking a lot. I don't know why he would be too upset, because I think that the referee has made some pretty good calls, almost spot on for all of them pretty much. That was a little bit of a shove in the back from Lexi Smith. And the foul was called. He obviously did not like that as he sits back down and we get ready to play again. And they had a little flick on, but no one there for the Bobcats, and that sails out of bounds over the touchline as a Bobcat throw in.
So the start of the game, the Bobcats were very defensive. It looks like they're getting on the offensive side of the field right now.
Yeah, and Ball State trying to start something, but they're almost doing what OU did, just getting the ball out in that first half. And as we saw earlier in the half, that did not work as Ball State did score from that corner. We'll see what Ohio can do in response, as there's about 17 and a half minutes, 18 minutes left in the first half of play. OU trying to come down that left wing side. Almost looks like it bounced off of a shoulder there. No call from the referee. Pass back to Lexi Smith, the 5th year from Rochester Hills, Michigan. I can only imagine she is a great leader within that defense, especially at that center back position. You need experience and talent, and I'm sure she has all that.
Yeah, definitely. Need a lot of experience up and down the field on defense and offense.
Yeah, great leader and a great defensive play from Abby Townsend. As up ball is passed up, trying to get something going. Lexi Smith is putting it out, trying to find number 18 Shay Robertson, the junior from Lexington, Kentucky. She has 4 goals and 2 assists in 14 appearances so far on the season.
And Maya Kaufman is going to throw in here. 1 goal on the season so far. So she's doing all right. I think she's
Oh, good little fake. Townsend finds Kaufman again. Kaufman trying to pass it back down to number 7. That'll be Sydney Dawson. And OU still being not able to find that last pass, but intercepted nicely and brought back out to up top. And again, finding Abby Townsend. This time she is able to keep it in. And she gets past her defender, puts the ball into the box. Oh, it's heading out, but great play by Ball State the whole way to lay up. Ladies and gentlemen, that ball stayed in the box. OU trying to capitalize. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
No foul is called. I don't believe. No, yes, it is. Injury timeout. I will believe that looked nasty.
Yeah, it looked like she was trying to get the ball back from OU and just got manhandled.
Almost looked like a check in hockey right there. She finished the check into the boards, you could say.
Yeah.
She appears to be okay, probably just a little bit shaken up, as I would be too. That was a nasty hit.
Yeah, a little bit slow to get up. A little nervous there at the beginning, but looks like she can walk off the field on her own.
Yeah, she appears to be okay, and that's always a nice sight to see after those very tough tackles. I'm all for physical soccer, of course. The referee did not think that was enough. He did call that. He did call the ball back. I do believe he might be doing a drop ball here. So maybe it was not a foul called, as it appears it might not have been. It might have just been an injury timeout for the downed Cardinal, as I believe it was, and I think we're going to do a drop kick here is what it looks like for the team that did have possession of the ball.
Yeah, and it looks like the injured Cardinal was number 2, Jordan Jeffers. She looks like she's staying on the field. Potentially she just walked off. Not sure.
Yeah, she might be just taking a breather for a couple minutes here, 1-2 minutes. Again, she did take that very nasty hit. It was a clean hit in the eyes of the referee. If we was looking at it in live context, it was a very tough hit. But again, it was fair to the referee, so therefore it's a fair ball. Looks like we're just going to have a drop ball here, and yes, we are, as OU takes back possession. I must say I do like those big hits in soccer. Again, reminds me of those hip checks in hockey.
Yeah, definitely being aggressive. That's all Ball State is doing today. Playing really rough and hard defense and getting the ball on the offensive side of the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Those hard plays are sometimes the best way to go. Ball State with a nice little ball into the box, able to find Fentrell, but a little bit too much heavy. A touch right there, as the ball is still bouncing around in the OU half, but it is now taken over by the Bobcats. And a clear up to that left wing side. Unfortunately, no Bobcat in sight. And again, a little game of ping pong going on right now. Ball going back and forth between the Cardinals and the Bobcats. And that goes out for a Ball State throw in once again.
Yeah, like you said, a little bit of ping pong there. Both defensive sides of the field just want to get it out of there.
And it looks like we have a couple of substitutions here.
Yeah,
looks like
for Ball
entering,
State.
for OU at least, it will be Eve Barris, a freshman from Hudson, Ohio.
Looks like Aubrey Ray went out.
Yeah, and we had a couple of subs right there as well for Ball State. I believe we had 2 or 3. And that's going to be a little bit of a switch ball, but unfortunately... Oh, actually, no, kept it nicely from Abby Townsend.
Once again, hearing the name Abby Townsend, we're going to hear it a lot today.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Seems like they're going to want to work their offensive play around her.
Oh, that's a poor turnover from Sam Westwood. That's not where you want to lose the ball at. And Ball State looking to pounce, but OU defensively sound. And they're able to... Oh, that ball took a deflection, and it did off of Ball State Cardinal. That's going to be an Ohio throw-in.
Looks like they're going to go fast.
Yeah, it's wind now starting to pick up, especially up here in the booth. Papers flying around. I can only imagine the wind down there and how much it will affect the ball on shots and crosses.
Yeah, the Bobcats were being a little aggressive there, trying to throw it in as fast as possible. Got called back by the ref.
And it looks like Ball State will be having a throw-in and also a substitution here, as yes, they are. Leaving the match looks like they'll be number 15, Jenna Dombrowski. Coming in looks like it'll be number 7, Caitlin Frazier, the sophomore from Sherwood Park, Alberta, Canada. Couple of Canadian talents here for Ball State. I believe they have 2 or 3 players from Canada, and especially Alberta, Canada. So that's very cool to see different players from different regions of the world playing here.
Yeah, it's great to see a bunch of different groups of people all joining together for the same sport.
Absolutely. This beautiful game of soccer that we all love so very much. It's arguably one of the best sports in the world. I know I personally love it so much. I know that all these girls out there playing it obviously do as well. Oh, you trying to start something again from the back 4, as we've been trying to do that all game. And again, doing that little cross pitch attempt, but unfortunately nothing going, as it looks like it went to Aaron Rodgers, who he himself played in the USL, which is the second division of the U.S. soccer system here in America. So that's very impressive on his part. So he obviously knows the game very well.
Yeah, sadly we're not talking about NFL Aaron Rodgers, but
Now that would be something.
That would be something, but he's got some credentials.
Absolutely. And that ball will be off of an OU defender and out for, again, a Ball State throw-in.
It's going to be off Pruse.
Ball State with the throw-in. Taken down nicely, and they do win possession, but nice defensive play right there from Eve Barish, who just came onto the pitch, throwing her weight around, getting her physical body in there. Oh, that's a great pass, but a great defensive play again from number 4, Maya Kaufman. She's saving the team right now with some great defensive plays.
Kaufman playing outstanding defense, like you said, Gavin. Looked like Caldwell and Fenchel were going back and forth and trying to get something going there. It looked like it almost had a goal. Looks like there's a little dog running around.
And the dog's running around near that corner flag. As taken by Ball State, put it into the box. Safely taken in by Sam Wexel. Nice job by her.
Nice way to prevent the corner kick problems they had earlier today.
Yeah, and OU now looking at a lot more sound within those corner kicks. Obviously, those first couple caused them a bit of problems. One, a big problem as Ball State did capitalize. But here come the Bobcats. And taken over again by Ball State. Now the team, actually no, Ball State has really taken possession of the ball this entire match so far.
The Bobcats have been a little quiet on the offensive side of the field. And looks like it's going to keep it like that way. Ball State coming down.
Yeah, Frazier to Caldwell there. Caldwell looking to try and do something, but unfortunately nothing. And here come the Bobcats as they might be able to pounce on this ball. And they do. That's going to be number 18. Shea Robertson. She's taking the ball down the right wing side here. Robertson trying to dig out someone here in the middle of the box. Taking it back. Down to number 4. Maya Kaufman with the ball into the box. Oh! And the ball's kept in by the Bobcats. That might go out. Will it go out for a corner kick? And yes, it will. It's the big chance now for the Bobcats, Will.
Yeah, just barely went out for a corner kick. Looked like it was about to go for a sideline throw-in, but looks like Abby Townsend's going to come kick this corner kick for OU, and this will be her second kick today.
Yeah, and the last time that she put the ball into the box, it was very nice. Back post keeper could not get there. And it kind of just sat there on the line begging for someone to put it home, but unfortunately no one did. Now here come the Bobcats. What can Townsend do with this one? Cross. And won nicely by Ball State.
Yeah, great way to use your head and get up there with your height and get the ball out of there for Ball State.
And Haley Miller with the ball back into the box, taken down nicely. And cleared out by Ball State. The defense looking sound right now. And we have a substitution for OU. Looks like leaving the match, I believe, will be Haley Miller.
Yeah, it does look like Haley Miller's coming out. Last week had 2 goals, so.
Yeah, it's either Haley Miller or it's Shea Robertson. I believe it is Haley Miller coming in. Looks like 17, Ellie Ferguson.
Yeah, Haley Miller had her 13th start of the year today. So she has started in nearly every game, and she just got taken out.
Yeah, and the player that just came in, Ellie Ferguson, she's a senior from Ireland. That's great to see.
Yeah, a lot of different countries. Canada, like we said, from Ball State, and Ireland, all over the place.
And here comes Ball State again, looking to try and do something here, as that ball's a little bit too much power on it, and taken down by the OU defense. And a ball passed up nicely, but a little bit too much power on it again. Just trying to find these last give-and-go passes are the Bobcats, but nothing finding. And here comes Ball State with a shot blocked again nicely from number 7. That'll be Sydney Dawson. The defense coming up big with some blocks in this first half. A long shot, but Sad Wexel takes it in her gloves easily.
Yeah, the Bobcats defense playing really well, getting a lot of deflections today.
Yeah, they most definitely are. The wind really now starting to pick up here at Chesafield.
Yeah, we'll see how it impacts the play. If at all, it's definitely affecting us up here.
Most definitely is. And we have some substitutions. One for OU, two for Ball State. Looks like coming on for OU. It's going to be a forward. I believe it might be number 4, maybe? No, that's not my coffin. No, it looks like might be number 8, Olivia Darrow, the senior from Cuyahoga Falls. I believe it is, yes.
And for Ball State, the midfielder, Tori Monaco. Count me in.
OU, nice defensive play right there. And is able to find the fresh legs of Olivia Darrow as they're going to have her run for this one.
Yeah, it looked like they were just trying to get it out of midfield there for the Bobcats.
And it looks like they're content with more just trying to play that long ball, trying to get it going up to their front three here. As Ball State now content with themselves passing the ball around. And my oh my is this one picking up now. Wow. I can only imagine how bad it is down there, but some nice moves right there from number 16, Tori Monaco, the freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, Tori Monaco with 1 goal on the season with 4 appearances.
Yeah, and OU wins that ball back nicely in the midfield, and here come the Bobcats. Nice through ball through, and actually a little bit of a pass almost to, I believe that's Townsend down that left wing side for the Ball State defender, and that ball goes out for a corner kick.
Wow, Townsend trying to thread the needle through the defender and trying to get a corner kick, but she's going to get one anyway. Here she is on the corner kick, number 3 for Abby Townsend.
Yes, it's the third corner, as you just said, well, for the Bobcats, and again, third for Abby Townsend herself taking this one. Let's see what they can do to see if they can tie up this ballgame with about 5 minutes left in the first half. Corner kick's taken, put it into the box, and it's won by the Bobcats, but it looks like to be almost a little flick on, but no one to answer at the back door. That's going to be Eve Barish on the ball, and she does win the ball, and she wins the throw-in as well. And taken quickly for the Bobcats, but it will be out for a Ball State, against Ball State for a Bobcat throw-in. Bobcats looking to take it quickly. Here comes Coffin with the ball into the area. And a beautiful weighted pass, but no one's there. And the volley still bouncing around inside the box. Oh, might have been a little bit of a high kick almost right there. Referee not calling it. Cleared out nicely for the Cardinals. And OU is able to take back possession again. Looking outside the boot with that pass. That's going to be another Bobcat throw-in. OU really starting to pick up the tempo here in these last couple minutes. Ball State does take that ball out, though.
Yeah, the Bobcats really showing their aggression here towards the last 4 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, they're trying right here in this first half to see if they can try and even up the game. That's a nice, beautiful ball played through to Townsend. What a lovely pass that is. And that's going to go out for yet another throw-in. Sorry, corner kick, I believe. Oh, no, it is a throw-in.
Quick throw-in by Abby Townsend.
Yeah, she's really putting that tempo up.
Yeah.
And that's going to be taken out by Ball State as they are not able to keep possession. OU taken back. That's number 22, Scout Murray, now into the game. The freshman from Chicago, Illinois. One of the very high talented players within this freshman class. Aaron Rodgers and his staff have done very well with this freshman class. Ball put into the box, but a little bit too much on it. And there's no OU offensive player to get that. And it's into the gloves of Moser.
Yeah, Kaufman trying to hit Priggy for the volley, but
nothing doing there. And that's going to be a foul call. Yep, going up against the Cardinals. Looks almost like a tackle right there in rugby. Looks like the hands were around the waist to be taken down. And it's going to be a Bobcat free kick from a pretty dangerous area. If they can put this ball into the box, and if someone can get on it. So we have about 2.5 minutes left within the first half. Remember, there's no added time like there is in, say, the Premier League or the MLS or any league like that.
Let's see what the Bobcats can do here. If they can get a goal for
Yes,
half.
this ball's put into the box. No one's really won it as OU still has possession. Scout Murray on the ball. Does have to get past her defenders. Put the ball in the box. And no one's there for OU to put it home. But the Bobcats still in possession of the ball. Nicely put the ball into the box back again. That looks like to go out for another Bobcat throw. And the Bobcats these last 5 minutes will have really been upping the tempo and doing pretty well so far.
Yeah, being really aggressive and trying to get those get on the sidelines and kick it to the middle of the field.
Yeah, and Moser, again, the ball is safely in her grasp, in her gloves, with about a minute and a half left. Looks like referee is calling for a stoppage here. I'm not 100% sure what it looks like to be a substitution or an injury, I believe. Yeah, it will be an injury substitution being made for the Ball State Cardinals.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit about Moser today, the goalkeeper for Ball State, playing great. Has had a few saves and no goals on her.
Yeah, she has had so far 2 saves on 2 shots on goal. And that ball is played down the left wing side nicely for number 16, Tori Monaco. And she does keep the ball in, but it does go out for a goal kick. As Wexel looking to try and take this one quickly.
Yeah, it looked like Kaufman once again was on Monaco.
And we have
great defense.
we have under 1 minute now. Let's see if the Bobcats are going to try and give one more attacking push. It looks like that they are. That's a nice little pass right there. That's number 3, Eve Barish. But unfortunately, she cannot take it down. But it is brought back in. That's passed over to the right wing side of Scout Murray. Scout Murray now on the ball. Murray taking it down the right wing side. Beats her defender, looking to put the ball in the box. And she does, but it takes a deflection. That's going to be a corner kick. They must take this one fast. They have 20 seconds left. Out. Looks like Townsend taking the ball.
Yeah, Townsend's running right when she saw that ball go out. She's running straight to the corner.
Yeah, 13 seconds now. 10 seconds. OU must be quick with this. And they are. Ball in the box. And OU on the volley. Nothing happening. That's going to clear the defense. And that's going to be the end of the first half here at Chesterfield. A very high energy, high physical first half of play between the Bobcats and the Cardinals. Your score at the end of the first half. Ball State Cardinals 1. Ohio University nothing. And welcome back inside beautiful Chesterfield here in Athens, Ohio. And again, a calm, cool, crisp autumn afternoon. My name's Gavin Carrick, alongside me, Will Lehman. We'll do a little bit of a recap of the first half. Ball State currently up 1-0 over the Ohio Bobcats on a beautiful header. The cross was weighted perfectly from the corner flag, the right corner flag to be precise. And Ball State was able to punch it in, and we still stand at that scoreline 1-0 in favor of the Cardinals. Now, Will, who are some of the big players from each team during that first half?
Yeah, so for Ball State, I wanted to talk about their goalkeeper, Bethany Moser. She has not allowed a goal yet today and has had 2 saves. And she has played 13 games this season and a 72% save rate. So she is playing great. And for OU, Maya Kaufman on the defense has had a lot of deflections and just playing well.
Yeah, the defense of OU has been tested quite a lot, but some big plays, as you just said, Will, from Maya Kaufman, really helped that OU defense remain in the game as we get back here underway the second half from Chesterfield.
Yeah, and it seems like the Bobcats want to use a lot of Abby Townsend on the offensive side of the field. Want to involve her in potentially scoring or potentially getting the assist on the outside.
Yeah, and that's precisely what they've been trying to do, as that's going to be a handball going against the Bobcats. That'll be a free kick. Again, a set piece from a pretty dangerous position if Ball State can get the right whip on it, and if they can get that right cross into the box, it's going to be a deadly cross again, just like that one corner kick was. Sam Wexel has her work cut out for her on this play. If she can come out and grab the ball in her safe gloves, that would be obviously the best option, but we'll see what the defense and what Sam Wexel chooses to do here.
Yeah, and we had Maya Kaufman on the handball there.
Yeah, the handball call. Here comes a free kick. And that ball's into the box nicely, but unfortunately, no Cardinal was able to get a foot or a head onto that ball, and it sails out past the right post right there, going out for a goal kick. Sam Wexel will be taking it.
Looked like Caldwell almost had an opportunity for a volley there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the Caldwell looked like she might have been able, if she did make that run, to get up to the ball, but unfortunately for her, she was not able to do so. And that ball is passed up to the left back here, but unfortunately nothing doing for her. Ryan Pruss, unfortunately, not able to connect that pass to her front line. That was Shea Robertson. She was trying to pick out there on the pass. Unfortunately, not able to find her. As Ball State now, here comes Ball State. A beautiful pass over top, but unfortunately, it's not going to be enough.
Just nearly another fast break for Ball State, but it just went out. It's going to be Bobcats ball.
Yeah, Jordan Jeffers right there was not able to catch up to the ball. The right back, the junior from Sussex, Wisconsin. And that ball is going to go out off of a Bobcat. That's going to be a Ball State throw-in once again. Ball State looking to try and get going here as we are only a couple minutes here into this second half of play. Ball State looking to try and get going, as well as Ohio, as Ohio's been pressed on that back four for most of the start of this second half. Nice defensive play right there from Haley Miller, who now checks back into the ball game. And it's too heavy of a touch right there from number 3, Lexi Smith. And that's going to be a Bobcat throw-in. Looks to be taken by number 12, it looks like Ryan Pruss.
Yeah, and here we go for the Bobcats trying to get an offensive play going. And Ball State's going to get the ball back and kick it out of there.
Yeah, Ball State's been taking that possession in the midfield. And earlier in the broadcast, Will, I do remember that we both talked about and stressed about winning the ball in the midfield and about how important that your midfield and your midfield players are to winning the game, really.
Yeah, I think a lot of this game is going to come down to time of possession.
It was a beautiful it's in the net!
Wow. Right as I say that, Ball State makes a great pass into the middle of the field. A volley by, looks like,
on the volley. My goodness, what a shot that is.
What a shot. And they will go up 2-0 on the
Wow.
Bobcats.
There's
Wow.
nothing Sam Wexel could really do about that. The power behind that shot on the volley, you can't really do it much as a goalkeeper, but really the defense to blame as she was pretty much left unmarked. But a beautiful shot, a beautiful volley. You don't see that much. Wow, what a beautiful strike that was.
Yeah, Wexel was in a perfect spot to defend that shot, but just too much power for whoever that was on Ball State. Just so much power on that ball. It just bounced up over her head.
Yeah, that's going to be an attempt right there from Haley Miller, but it's going to go out for a Bobcat corner. And they really need to get something going here as now they're down 2-0 with about 41 minutes left in the match.
And here comes Abby Townsend in the corner for a corner kick.
Yep, Townsend trying to do something here. The ball's put into the box nicely. And the ball is on! Saved off the line by the Ball State defense. What a defensive play from the Cardinals. That ball's back into the box, but safely into the hands of the goalkeeper, Moser. Wow, what a play that could have been.
What a save by the defensive back for the Cardinals. What a play. I mean, really, the goalkeeper couldn't get to it and just barely got it and saved it.
The last line of defense right there cannot be stressed enough on that play. My goodness, that is almost 2-1. At the Bobcats, really, they're getting back into this game, but the Ball State defense is standing really strong right now. The Bobcats unable to break through just yet, but you can almost feel that pressure, they're bound to pull one back at some point.
Yeah, Ball State's playing great on both the offense and defense. Just flawless.
Yeah, and Townsend there could not get that pass across. Carson Prigge trying to maintain possession as she lost it. And that's going to be taken by what looks like Caldwell again on that left wing side. Passed up to Fenchel. Yep, Fenchel again on the ball. Still, and she's brought down by looks like number 5, Aubrey Ray. She's not happy. She's not pleased with that call at all. Had some kind words to the referee right there.
Yeah, it looked like number 5 for the Bobcats' arm was wrapped around Fenchel's arm. And there was 2 Bobcats on Fenchel. She was fighting her way around.
And it looks like Fenchel is the one to possibly take this free kick decently far out. I would be kind of surprised if she went for goal, but it is in a position where she might be able to curl the ball. And it is Fenchel.
And
with a strike right into the wall.
Right to the head of number 10 for the Bobcats. She looks shooken up there for a second.
She'll be shaken up, but she's getting right back in there. I believe that was number 18, Shea Robertson, with the block. A crucial block as that shot had some ferocity behind it.
Yeah, it was a fast shot by Fenchel.
And Reagan Berg now taking down the left wing side. She's going to try and put it into the box, and she does not, but it looks like it did not take a deflection. I thought it did off of a Ball State leg. It did not. That's going to be a goal kick taken by Moser.
Ball taken over the top line. Goal kick. Ball kick.
The Bobcats, time dwindling. There's still 38 minutes left in the second half. But yeah, as we all know, goals do not just magically happen. You got to work up to it, and being down 1-0, that was one thing. But now when you're down 2-0, that's a much more higher, tougher mountain to climb to try and dig out of.
It's going to be tougher for them to come back. And now Ball State is on the offensive, still staying strong.
Yeah, that was Lexi Fraley finding Caldwell. And Caldwell is not able to get past her defender. Maya Kaufman with some beautiful defending down there from the back position. As the little flick on tried to work, but it does not. But OU still has possession. In the midfield, finding Abby Townsend once again. They've been doing that all night.
Yeah, trying to get her on the outside, but looks like she's going on the inside.
Yeah, Townsend coming back infield. And nice defensive play rather from number 23, Abby Elgert. The junior from Alberta, Canada. Again, one of the other Canadian talents that we've been talking about that Ball State possesses in their ball club. And look in the chest again, pass around. As OU tries to make the tackle, and they do, and they win the ball back.
Here's a chance for OU.
Berg coming down the left wing side, passing it into the box. No one's over. Townsend! Oh! Off the crossbar, and in Abby Townsend.
Wow, what a shot by Abby Townsend right over the goalkeeper. Hits the crossbar and bounces right in.
You call her name, she will deliver.
Yeah, like we said earlier on the broadcast, Townsend is going to be one of those names you're going to hear a lot today. You're going to hear on an assist, a goal. We said one of them, and it happened.
Absolutely. That will be now her 5th goal on the season. Wow, what a strike that was. It fell beautifully to her. There's nothing Moser can do about that. That shot had so much power and veracity behind it. Not much any keeper can really do about that. And that's going to be, looks like, illegal play. I don't believe you can do that. I know players cannot go past the halfway line on the kickoff.
Yeah, that was a little confusion for Ball State there.
Yeah, look like they're trying to do what OU did with that one trick play and trying to pass it up again, almost like they're lined up for a rugby play, almost. Ball State looking to try and restart. Now 36 minutes. And again, just as we were talking about earlier, Will, that OU needs to get back into the game, and that's exactly what they just did.
Yeah, slow start for OU, but they come back firing in the second half.
Yeah, and if you're Aaron Rodgers, you must be pretty happy with that fight back from your team.
Yeah, definitely happy, but you need to stay focused right now. It's still 2-1.
Absolutely. Still 2-1, as you just said, Will. 36 minutes left in the second half. Plenty of time for either team to really do anything here. OU can try to take the tie or try and win, as Ball State could also try that. And that's going to be a foul in a very dangerous situation. That's going to be right outside the 18-yard box. My goodness, this is going to be a very scary play right now.
Wow. Fenchel coming inside, using a little footwork, try to get a shot off, and gets tripped up in the back.
This might be almost too close for Fenchel.
Yeah, this is going to be a little scary for Wexel here. Fenchel got 11 goals on the season. See if she can get her 12th.
Yeah, she's looking to add to that total, most certainly.
Without a doubt, it's going to be Fenchel taking this shot.
Yeah, you would have to imagine it's going to be Fenchel. She's the one lined up over the ball.
And the Bobcats have a wall of 5 women sitting there.
And Fenchel, the shot, it does hit the wall, but it is deflected and cleared out. Massive play right there from the Bobcats defense.
Yeah, the deflection did not come from the wall. It came from one of the women from the side.
Yeah, and Townsend able to keep that ball in for the Bobcats. A little bit of a heavy touch right there on that right wing side. The ball is crossed back into the box, but it is taken out nicely. And Abby Townsend on the ball, pass back to the right back. I believe that's Maya Kaufman playing right back today. Pass over to this right wing side. That's going to be number 23, Abby Elgert. Crosses in, deflected out nicely, but kept in by Ball State. But now OU. Here comes OU on the play. Taken off right there of Haley Miller. And Ball State now again in the midfield. Little tricks, ball, step overs, fake left, fake right. Trying to get something open. Trying to split the OU defense, and indeed they do. And the ball into the box taken out for a deflection, I believe. And yes, it is. It's going to be a corner kick.
Here we go. Ball State earlier today scored off of a corner kick header. See if they can maybe get something going here. Try to keep that lead up.
Yeah, Ball State has been very dangerous on the header all day long, except for their last corner. There was a little bit too much power on it. Let's see what they can do this time as Ball State delivers the ball into the box. It's a low one. It's driven in all the way through. Nothing happening, and OU clears it. That was a very scary situation, as the Cardinals could have easily have pounced on that ball and put it in.
Yeah, it looked low at first, and then it somehow got through a bunch of the OU defenders and almost had a chance of going in there.
Yeah, it just kind of skipped in there, Will. But thankfully for OU, in their terms, lucky. For Ball State, unlucky, as no one was able to pounce on that. No Cardinal inside for that one. There were Cardinals there, just no one was able to pounce on it, and that's going to be an OU throw.
Yeah, OU's going to throw it in. Number 12, Cruz.
Yeah, OU taking them down. Townsend trying to get on it. She pressures her. And that ball's going to go out for a corner. OU now upping the tempo, as you can tell, Will.
Yeah, they're up in the tempo, and looked like Lexi Smith just tried to get it out of there for
Yeah.
Ball State.
Yeah, that's probably my guess is what she just did. And Townsend, oh, a little ball. If she might stay where she was, it might have been a little bit better, but she decides to cut back inside.
Yeah, Townsend really wanted that ball there. She was fighting for it, just couldn't get it.
Yeah, Townsend, again, one of these big players for the Bobcats, a player that they rely on a lot, and that's going to be off the head of Jenna Dombrowski. And we have 2 subs now, one for OU, one for Ball State. Looking to come out for OU is going to be Maya Kaufman.
Who's had a terrific game so far on defense.
She absolutely has. And it looks like coming in now, checking in will be Kennedy Reapel, the sophomore from Kirtland, Ohio. And she played all 4 years at Lake Catholic, a school that is very close to mine in Northeast Ohio up there. Very respectable program. As Townsend now on the ball. She's able to keep it. 2 Ball State Cardinals on her. She goes down. No foul is called, but it is one back by number 5, Aubrey Ray. And they're able to keep the ball in on that right wing side. Across into the box. It's won by the Bobcats, but unfortunately nothing to it. No much power. And she's going to be offside is the call. The shot would have been wide left anyways.
And Ohio University just trying to get the ball in there, potentially for a volley or a header. But they'll get called for offsides, and Ball State's going to kick it right here.
Yeah, it looks like that one of the members of the center back core for Ball State to be taking this one, and indeed they do. Pass up number 21. That's not 21. There's no 21 on the Ball State roster.
It's hard to see these numbers like we said earlier.
It is. It most definitely is.
But it is a beautiful day out.
It really is. Well, it's a great day. The sun's shining. There's some great clouds over on our right wing side. Up ball's trying to find Abby Townsend, but unfortunately cut out. And not much power behind it. As OU does still take possession, passing around to the back 4. A beautiful ball to that left wing side. Not able to find Abby Townsend, but it is cleared away from the Ball State defense.
Yeah, Ball State's just trying to get it out of there.
Yeah.
Keep the lead up. 30 minutes left. Get Abby Townsend out of there.
Yeah, Jordan Jeffers with the ball out right there. And she's found Townsend. A beautiful little 1-2 to Shea Robertson. She just passed her girl. And that no foul is called.
No foul. Looked like there was a little bit of a trip there at the end of the play.
The crowd did not like that one. Getting a little rowdy now here in Athens. As I myself thought that might have been a little bit of a call, might have a little bit of push and a shove, but the referee saw it otherwise.
Yeah, it looked like a close call there. Could have gone either ways for Ball State or the Bobcats.
Yeah, and if it was, well, that would have been a very dangerous position right there for the Bobcats.
Yeah, would have been huge.
And the ball is cleared out by Ryan Press.
And Ball State is going to get on the offense.
Ryan Press, the freshman defender from Perrysburg, Ohio, again, one of the members of the very highly regarded freshman class here at OU, the class of 2026. And thrown in, but a little bit over the head of Shea Robertson. She's not able to keep that in. And it's going to be off of Press and out for a Cardinal throw-in. And Townsend wins the ball off to Robertson, but she does not take the ball in cleanly. And Ball State here on this near sideline, taking it in, but great defensive work right there by the Bobcats. Wow, look at that. Number 10, Haley Miller again, showing her presence right there in the midfield.
Yeah, she's playing great. Great play by her there.
Yeah, the Bobcats really starting to get into this game after that goal. It sparked this team here. And that ball's cleared up. And Ball State looking to try and get themselves back into this game as they have been on the back foot in the past couple of minutes here, past 10 minutes or so. That's going to be passed up to number 23, Abby Elgert. She beats her defender. No, she does not. Great backtrack right there from Ryan Press to really cause a nuisance in that defense. She's also had a big game in herself.
Here we go. Bobcats are going to throw it in.
And that's up to Townsend. Townsend wins the ball to Robertson. Shea Robertson, content with just passing it back, and she does, trying to find the open girl. And that ball is up to who else but Abby Townsend. Controls it nicely off the chest and finds Robertson again. A little bit of a 1-2. Too much on that pass right there, unfortunately for the Bobcats. But it is one in the midfield right there, and here come the Bobcats. And here it is. Here she is, Abby Townsend. She passes it into the box, a little bit into the box. Oh, the keeper. A great play right there from Moser to read that ball from Townsend, and she comes up with a big play and the ball safely in her hands.
Yeah, good play by Moser to just get out there and grab the ball. Use your hands. You're the only one on the field that can use them.
Yeah, Moser right there caught it cleanly. Made sure no spillage because there was a heap of Bobcats ready to pounce on that ball right there. And that ball's taken in from Ball State. Number 9, Emily Roper, the freshman from Carmel, Indiana. And a little bit too much, but a little bit of a deflection. Takes it back to Sam Wexel, safely in her hands now. It's almost like each team trading.
Going back and forth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Goalkeepers are definitely each getting their rounds.
That's a beautiful ball, but not being able to keep it in will be Haley Miller. It's just a little bit too much for her to get there, as that would have been a beautiful ball down that right wing side. It was a beautiful ball down that right wing side. Just unfortunately, she was not able to keep it in. As Ball State, a little flick over from Caldwell. Trying to find someone in the middle, but she does not. But Ball State still has possession in this attacking third here. Elgert taking the ball, gets past her defender, but great defensive play for the Bobcats and pass back out to Pruss. Townsend does find Robertson, as she did win the header, but unfortunately right into a Ball State player. You can hear the crowd shouting ref.
I was about to say, the crowd is not very happy with the ref.
No, they are not right now. As obviously the crowd can get into it, and that's one of the most beautiful things about soccer. It's a great, lovely little through ball, but blocked crucially from the Bobcats defense right there, or else that could have been a very nice opportunity for the Cardinals.
That was a great block by Sydney Dawson on the Bobcats. Great play there to get in front of the ball.
Yeah, Dawson, again, one of the names we've been calling it all night. That ball's into the box. No Cardinal is there. Maybe a little bit too much, as there was a runner, but unfortunately she was not able to connect with the ball. As Ball State still has the ball, passed into the box, but that's going to go out for a Bobcat goal kick.
Good eyes by Wexel to watch that ball just go out, get a free kick here.
Yeah, we'll have about 25 minutes. We have a substitution. Coming out will be number 23, Abby Elger of Ball State. Checking in looks to be number 17, Alex McPhee, the sophomore from Oswego, Illinois. She has 2 assists in 12 appearances on the season. And the wind now starting to pick back up. We'll see if that plays a factor in anything here. And that ball might have been caught by the wind. Speaking of the wind, as that Wexel was trying to find Townsend, but the wind caught the ball and brought it back in towards Wexel. Now Robertson wins the ball, keeps the ball nicely. Trying to find Townsend, but unfortunately was not able to. Townsend playing some nice defense against number 11, Lexi Fraley.
Yeah, Townsend's being really aggressive, trying to get that ball.
Yeah, Caldwell again on the ball. Caldwell looking to drive, takes a shot. Oh, just wide. Just wide. Sam Wexel does get a nice tip save on the ball to keep it out that bottom right corner. What a save from Sam Wexel to keep the game 2-1.
And it looks like it's going to be a corner kick for Ball State. They're going to say Wexel touched it. It was a close call there, but a great save by Wexel.
Yeah, Wexel did very nicely to get down to her left side there, as that ball I thought was going to go wide, but Wexel pushes it out just to make the great save to keep this game at 2-1 still. And it's going to be a Ball State corner. I can't tell who was taken by, but it's going to be an in-swinger, or it's going to be a short corner, and then an in-swinger, but the ball, I believe, does go out. Yes, it does. The ball does go out over the touchline. I don't believe that was offside because the ball, actually, it might have been offside.
I think it was offsides, actually.
Yeah, I do believe it was, because she might have been before that first defender, or the last defender, on that corner kick right there. Which is always a tough play on that one.
Good call by the ref.
Yeah, the linesman having sharp eyes rather to make that play because it's always very tough on the short corner pass backs.
Oh, Ball State gets the ball.
And it's not where you want to lose the ball if you are Ohio. And trying to find Shea Robertson, but unfortunately a little bit too much on that pass from Haley Miller, as taken up by number 14, Sammy Corcoran. And Caldwell, ooh, a little nice deflection. She might have magged her defender, and that's going to go wide, still wide, as Wexler just lets that one go out for the goal kick.
Some good footwork there by Caldwell to get around. Looks like Sydney Dawson, pass.
Yeah, we have a substitution coming into the match. Looks like it might be Scout Murray checking back into the game. I believe that's 22. Again, that's very hard to see from that far touchline there. But I do believe it is freshman Scout Murray from Chicago, Illinois. And that's taken in nicely by the Ball State defense. The shot! Oh, it hits the post! It hits the post and stays out!
Wow, nearly another goal for Ball State there. Just missed it.
What a strike that would have been for the Ball State Cardinals, but it stays out as it hits the post. Sam Wexler left nothing to do. She couldn't have dove and made that because it was a great strike. But it hits the post and again stays out. We're still at 2-1.
And it looks like there was a call. There's going to be a free kick for Ball State here. Number 28 is going to be taking the kick. Grace Also.
Yeah, Wexel just standing there. She could not have really gotten to that. It was a great strike. But as we've called her name, Wexel has made some great plays so far in the game to keep it 2-1.
Yeah.
And that's not where you want to lose the ball if you're Ohio. And the ball is kept out. A dangerous play right there as Ball State was lurking to try and punish them. And here comes Ball State once again. Pass it out, but Abby Townsend reading the ball very nicely. Oh, great little move from her right there.
Wow, good play by Ellie Townsend.
Yeah, but unfortunately she could not find Shea Robertson. Shea Robertson does win the ball, and she also wins the foul call as well.
Shea Robinson got in there using her body to get in and try to get the ball out and away from it. 14 on Ball State. Sammy Cochran.
Yeah, Shea Robertson has been a nuisance up front right there, as they're having a hard time trying to contain her. She's been a bit everywhere, really. Robertson, the junior from Lexington, Kentucky. She has 4 goals and 2 assists in 14 appearances on the season. And we have a substitution. Looks like Haley Miller will be checking out of the game. And coming in, into the game, is Eve Barish, the freshman from Hudson, Ohio. And Scout Murray unable to take that ball in cleanly. That's going to go out for a Cardinal goal kick. Have about 19, 20 minutes left in the match.
Yeah, and it's 2-1 Ball State still. And like at the beginning of this broadcast, we said Ball State was 2-9-2 against Ohio away all time. So this is a lot different of a play from Ball State, and they're up with 20 minutes left.
Yeah, it is. And when you see a team that's 2-9-2 on the road all time, especially when they're here in Athens, there's questions to be asked. Is it not good on the road? Is it the Athens atmosphere, the fans, the players, the coaches getting into the match, or just what it is? But 2-9-2 when they're here at Ohio, that's not the best one, but they're trying to get that to 3-9-2 if they can win this match here today and hold on. But the Bobcats, they're saying that, though.
They're holding on tight. They got a tough grip.
Yeah, and Townsend wins the ball back. And it's going to go out off Townsend apparently again.
Wow.
The crowd not liking that one either. The crowd now getting into it a lot now. Pretty packed stands here for the match today. It's great sight to see. That's now no fouls called, as I believe that she wanted a call. Fraley wanted the call, but did not get the call from the referee. He was right there to see it. And that ball is trying to find the runner towards the back post, but it is cleared up, and Robertson trying to get onto that ball, but unfortunately she's not. Barish also trying to go for that, as that's going to be a foul going against the Bobcats. It'll be called on Kennedy Reapel. A little shove in the back right there. not to the referee's liking, and that's going to be a Ball State set piece free kick right here.
Yeah, not many yellow cards today besides just to the coach of Ball State.
Yeah, that was a very interesting one. As the ball's into the box, it goes through, but Sam Wexel safely in her grasps. As it's always scary when the ball just seems to flow in through all of your defense because you don't know who's going to be on it. Now it looks to be Scout Murray passing it into Shea Robertson. Robertson threads the needle through the legs and is able to find Barish, and Robertson draws the foul. Again, she's being a nuisance for that Cardinals defense who, again, cannot contain her in these past 5-10 minutes.
No, yeah, Robinson has been playing very well so far and is looking to keep that up.
Yeah, they're looking to find a Robertson or Townsend or maybe Scout Murray, one of their front three here on this free kick, or maybe trying to find one of the taller girls, preferably possibly one of the center backs. That's in the box! Oh, you won the header, but it goes wide left. Moser not really concerned with that one, as Ball State has a substitution. Leaving the match will be the sophomore Lexi Fraley, and coming in for the Cardinals looks like it will be
Abby Elgert.
Yeah, it looks like Elgert is checking back into the match for the Cardinals on this right wing side here. 16 minutes left, about 16 and a half. This game can really go either way. Either Ball State can score that third one and really put the game out of reach, or OU can tie up the game and possibly one team can go on to really win it. But right now, Ball State does have the advantage 2-1, 16 minutes left in the half, or in the game too, I should say. Scout Murray on the ball, and she's surrounded by a swarm of Cardinals, but she is able to win the free kick for the Bobcats. Not free kick, sorry, throw-in. Now it's going to go back in the way of the Cardinals, a throw-in for the Cardinals.
And for the Cardinals, I think they just need to hold on to the ball for the rest of this game. Really focus on keeping the ball and staying aggressive, honestly.
Yeah, if they can try and hold possession for the rest of this match, they might be good.
Ooh.
But unfortunately, a little stumble right there.
Yeah, number 12 tripped over the ball for Ohio.
Press now on the ball, passes up and finds Robertson. Robertson finds Abby Townsend. Ooh, Townsend trying to go above the defender, Jordan Jeffers, but she does nicely. She believes she was trying to find the run of Eve Barish, but she just barely missed her. And that's intercepted nicely by Carson Prigge. And here comes Townsend. Nice little 1-2, finds Barish. Back to Prigge. Prigge on the ball now. Passes out to the right back. Looks like Kennedy Reapel is playing right back now. And she does win the ball, but a little bit too much. And does it stay in the box? It will, and it will be now picked up by Moser.
Good kick by Kennedy Reapel there. Almost got it to a Bobcat down on the offensive side. But
yeah, now as we sit 14 and a half minutes left in the match. Again, this game can really swing either way. OU has been upping the pressure these past 10 minutes, ever since that goal, really. Now here's Townsend. Trying to find the run of Scout Murray, but a little bit too less of power on the ball, and it's not being able to get complete to Murray on that right wing side.
Open up the website to go to
Ball State now trying to pass the ball around, which they do, trying to just run the clock out possibly, but you can never be sure because that's never a good option.
yeah, they're really just trying to hold on to this ball here, and the Bobcats are staying aggressive.
Yes.
There we go.
Scout Murray with a nice little tackle there. And the shot, well wide.
And
That ball might end up in the Hawking River for all we know.
Alex McPhee took a huge kick there.
Yeah, it's a nice opportunity, but unfortunately she did not get the accuracy behind the shot. So we have a couple substitutions now. Looks like
Alex McPhee is going to come out for Fink Fenchel.
It might be Fenchel. Yes, I believe Fenchel is now back into the game
So
as that striker, and she's now on the ball.
something to think about right
Fenchel
here.
with a shot. Team effort when all is said and done. Sam Wexel with a save. Fenchel trying to hunt for her 12th goal on the season.
Yeah, Fenchel just subbing right back into the game and gets a shot in the first minute of her being in. Shows how much she can, what she can do for Ball State.
And that ball is flicked on nicely. And the ball is back up. Won by, looked like Ball State, but OU puts a leg out there, and OU does win the ball. And here come the Bobcats. Ooh, trying to find the run back on that right wing side, but not able to do so. And the ball's taken up by who else but Avery Fenchel for the Cardinals. Fenchel trying to take it all the way. She does find the run. A little bit too much power on it. She puts the ball back into the box, but the Bobcats are there for the defense. And that's going to go out for a Cardinal throw-in as the wind tries to pick back up again. 11:58 left in the match. This match can still go either way, Will.
Yeah, I think it can go either way. The Bobcats need to get a stop here. See what they can do.
Yep.
Abby Townsend.
Yeah, they're going to have to get the stop and try and score within a decent amount of time so they can have time for a possible winner if they do wish to do so. And Townsend now takes the ball. Townsend still on the ball. She wins the ball. And she's able to finally run Shea Robertson. Shea Robertson trying to win the ball. But it's taken out by number 3, Lexi Smith. But back out to Abby Townsend. Townsend finds Haley Miller. And Priggy now on the ball. Back to number 7, Sydney Dawson. We've called her name quite a few times during this match as well.
Yes, we have.
Trying to find Haley Miller, but unfortunately it's right back out to Dawson. Ella Bianco, the senior from Dayton, Ohio, finds Abby Townsend. Townsend with a little bit of a flick on. He's not able to find anybody.
And Ball State just trying to hold on to the ball here, trying to get by this Ohio defense, having a tough time getting past midfield.
And Rayan Press again, making a nice defensive play. We've called her name quite a few times as well. Her and Dawson.
Yep.
As well as Kaufman have been playing some fantastic defense today and really keeping this Bobcat team in the game.
Yeah, it looks like Kaufman was subbed out about 10 minutes ago, and she's not been put back in. But she has played great today.
Yeah, and that's going to be a free kick now, being taken by what looks like Ella Bianco to be taking this, and she is. Bianco standing over the ball. Puts it up. Finds Townsend. Nice little touch to get past her defender. A ball into the box, but it's going to be taken back out and taken up by number 23, Candy Reeple. Reeple to find the right winger. She drives back in. She's still driving. She's going to try and put it back out, but unfortunately for her, there is a Cardinal in the way.
Yeah, it's going to be blocked by Jenna Dombrowski.
Yeah, Dombrowski, we've called her name a couple times as well for the Ball State defense, and she's also made some crucial blocks and some crucial plays to really keep the Bobcats out of the game. Ooh, that's going to be a little bit of a header that Repo did not want right there, as we have what looks like a substitution for OU as well as 2 substitutions for Ball State.
Looks like Repo's coming out for Ohio. And coming in, I could not see.
Yeah, again, we do apologize. These numbers are quite far away from us.
Yeah,
If they're not on our side here.
opposite side of the pitch.
Yeah, a little flick on right there to try and find Caldwell, as we called her name quite a few times as well.
Yeah, and the wind's starting to pick up here again for the last few minutes of this game.
Yeah, this wind's getting bad again.
Yeah, got 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. See if Ball State can hold on to this lead 2-1.
Yeah, and if you have to think, even at this point, if Ball State, or if OU is able to even draw back and grab a draw from this game, that would be a win in their books.
Yeah.
And that ball is going to go out for a Ball State throw-in. As there was a Ball State player that went down in the box, referee said no. No penalty, no foul to be called, and play continues. Ball State throw-in now. I love a little flick on right there.
Oh,
Caldwell.
Caldwell coming down. Great.
She's able to try and get past her defender, but Maya Kaufman said no.
Yeah, and Kaufman comes back in. It looked like she got subbed in.
And it looks like there's going to be a card produced. I'm not sure who the card's going to be given to. It might have been Ella Bianco. Might have been doing that. Might have gotten a card. Because I did see a couple of Bobcats giving the ref some stick there. So I'm not 100% sure. It was Ella Bianco, confirmed from the PA announcer.
And that is
Mr.
the
Lou.
first yellow card on a player today. Not the first yellow card. The first yellow card went to the coach for Ball State, which was an interesting encounter earlier today in the first half.
Yeah, and Mr. Lou on the PA did confirm that it was Ella Bianco that did pick up that yellow card. Her first of the match, so now she's going to have to be a little bit careful. Doesn't want to pick up a second yellow to get that red. And that ball's picked up nicely. Trying to find again Shea Robertson, but just a little hope and a prayer, but that is won back nicely by Regenberg. The senior from Kalamazoo, Michigan. She has 6 goals, 2 assists, and 13 appearances so far on the season. As the season is winding down, just like this game's also winding down, 4 matches left for the Bobcats as well as for the Cardinals, all within the MAC play.
Yeah, this is a big game for both teams. A win for both of these teams would be huge. So
Yeah, and here,
oh,
nice defensive play by the Cardinals to keep out Shea Robertson. She's buzzing to try and get that goal to tie the game.
yeah, she is really pushing these last few minutes.
Townsend cuts across nicely, is able to win the ball for the Bobcats. Is able to find Pruss. Pruss back to Townsend. Townsend, unfortunately, is not able to control that. Slips over the ball. That's going to go out for a Cardinal throw-in. Still 7 minutes left in the match. OU will be trying to push for that goal to try and draw the game. Ball State trying to continue to keep all points here for them. Pruss gets being a little bit on the side, but will be cleared up, and Wexel will collect the ball, pass it back out. And they're able to find Haley Miller within that midfield. She's been a nuisance in the midfield as well. And she does get the foul called. A little bit too much push and shove to the referee's liking.
Yeah, you got to watch these moves towards the end of the game. You can't let a penalty lose you the game here.
No, never. You do not want any sort of dangerous free kick. And they find Townsend. Townsend now on the ball. 2-on-1, almost a 3-on-1. And Townsend slips past both defenders before a little bit of pushing and shoving. Going back to Pruss now. Pruss on the ball. Is able to find Miller. Sorry, that was not Miller. That was number 5, Aubrey Ray. And she did put the ball into the box, but unfortunately, no Bobcat is there to try and follow up that attempt.
And now we have 5 minutes left with Ball State about to throw it in. Or the goalkeeper's about to kick it.
Yeah, she boots the ball up to about the halfway line. Won by Ball State, flicked on nicely. Found Fenchel. And then she tried to find Caldwell, but Caldwell, unfortunately, a little bit too much power. She could not contain the ball. And that ball is cleared out by Maya Kaufman. Again, one of the members of this 2026 class that Aaron Rodgers and his coaching staff did a very good job recruiting of. Midfield now of the Bobcats, trying to find it up, trying to find Shea Robertson again. Been calling her name a lot. She's been getting the ball a lot during these last 15, 20 minutes. So we now have 4.5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, they want to hit her or Townsend on the left or right side to try to get something going on the offense.
Yeah, and that ball is won back from the back 4 of the Bobcats. A little bit, again, a bit of ping pong going on between the two teams. No team really is able to try and take possession of the ball. That ball is passed out to the left wing side now. The Cardinals look to try to do something. Fenchel does get to the ball. Is she onside? Yes, she is. She's able to stay onside.
Oh,
A nice tackle. Ooh, but she takes out
big.
she takes out the feet of Fenchel, and the referee did not like that one.
It looked like that was Who was that down there?
It might have been Maya Coffin, number 4,
Yeah, I
that
think.
committed that foul. I believe it was. There goes the magic spray to where the defenders can line up a one-woman wall for this shot, or for this cross, I should say, this set piece. Not in the most ideal spot. You cannot really go to goal from here, but you can cross the ball in.
And they're just going to hold the ball here and just take it slow.
Yeah, they're content with just passing the ball around. That's going to be a ball to throw with 3.5 minutes left in the match. Ball State looking to hold on here.
Yeah, this is what Ball State's going to want to keep on doing today. For the last 3 minutes of this game, just got to keep holding the ball.
Yeah, and OU's going to be on that ball. They're going to want that ball to try and really just tie up this game. As really a win would kind of be off the cards, but you never know. And that is going to be off of, I believe, Fenchel to go out for a Bobcat throw-in. And that is won by the Bobcats. Up to Townsend. And that ball will be off Townsend and out for a Cardinal throw-in again. 2.5 minutes now. Time is slowly winding down on the Bobcats. On a beautiful, really beautiful autumn day here.
It doesn't get much better than this.
No, it does not. You have all the trees changing colors and all the beautiful scenery here on the campus of Ohio University. It's a beautiful day outside.
Ohio's just trying to get the ball. Here, they get the ball here.
They do get the ball. That's going to be a dangerous tackle, but it is completed. Haley Miller now. And she's able to find Ryan Press.
Now there's 2 minutes
Crosses the ball in the box. No! Just wide! She did win the header, but she puts it just wide the post. That's what they needed. That might have been the last opportunity for the Bobcats. We'll see. 1 minute, 43 seconds left in the match. That could have been the game-tying goal.
That was a huge opportunity for Ohio. Just barely missing the header.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful cross in from Press as well. And that ball looks like it will travel out. No, it will not. Kept in.
Fenchel kicking it in, keeping the ball in play.
But Bianco keeping the ball in as well. That's going to be straight to a Cardinal, but the Bobcats do take over a possession. Finds Press. Preston Miller. Press passing back to the center backs. Puts the ball up. He's able to find Shea Robertson with the flick on. That's one. And that's going to be the card produced, a yellow card.
Looks like Reagan Berg.
Reagan Berg does pick up a yellow card within the last minute of the game. Might have clotheslined her, and that's what the referee saw, and he did not like that. Not to his taking.
Yeah, and I said earlier in the broadcast that they didn't have many yellow cards out, but now looks like there's 2 yellow cards for OU.
Yeah, they're starting to come out now. Bianca and also Berg now picking up that yellow card again. Now, they still have to be careful. Do not want to pick up that second yellow to get that red.
Yeah, and there's going to be 50 seconds left on the clock.
I believe now there's even less time. There's about 35 seconds left on the clock. Or did they add more time? No, they did. 40 seconds left. Bobcats still have a little chance for a draw. Bobcats put the ball up, finds Townsend, but it's intercepted nicely from the Cardinals' defense. But OU still on the attack here. That's Berg on the ball. Finds Robertson, but Robertson is unable to control it really. And no fouls called. Oh, she shot it, but she would have had more time.
And
Haley Miller. Moser does control the ball. 10 seconds left in the match.
Ooh. And
a little block off there off of Maya
Kaufman.
Kaufman. But that will be the match. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ball State Cardinals come into Athens and do improve that 2-9-2 record to 3-9-2 as they take over Athens, Ohio for today, and they do take the win 2-1. Will, a very great game from both teams that we just saw here today.
Yeah, it was a great game on both sides. It was more of a defensive game for both teams. I think Both of the teams played great defense, but Ball State just pulled it out.
Yeah, and if we look at Ball State, Avery Finchel, Delaney Caldwell, two of their biggest players arguably really did cause a nuisance for that team, for the Bobcats defense, but also the Bobcats defense, they played very well today. Kaufman, Ray, Dawson, they played very well today, Will.
Yeah, something to talk about is both Fenchel and Caldwell did not have a goal today. And if I am correct, yes.
Yes, they did. I don't believe that either of them had a goal today. And if you are the Bobcats set piece opportunity, you got to make sure that you clean up on that. That goal from the header really disrupted their play. They did manage to pull it back, however, from being down 2-0 at the half. And it should be a good season to see how well both teams can now rebound. With the Bobcats trying to find some form, but Ball State finding that good form. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for watching here on Ohio Bobcat TV. Your final score, 2-1 in favor of the Ball State Cardinals.